What's up, everybody? I'm back, and we're going to keep reading more X-Men Age of Apocalypse. I've been inconsistent on posting the videos on my YouTube channel. I'm supposed to be posting them every night, and then I seem to just be posting them all on Monday from whatever last week's was. And today I'll make sure to try to post this one on tonight, hopefully. None of you YouTube people would know what that means, because if I don't post it, y'all don't see it. Let me make sure that my audio input's on. It is lovely, lovely. This will be possibly my only post this week. My wife is going to give labor tomorrow morning. We're going to have a C-section going, and with that said and done, there's a chance that, well, not there's a chance, I more than likely be at the hospital. I won't be here. I was looking for something under my desk, but it's not here. So, with no further ado, let's get on to this, guys. I got things to do. X-Men. So we return to follow Nate Gray in his adventures. Remember, people, this is Cable. Hold on. Okay, there's my tissue. This is Cable without the techno-organic virus, accelerating aging, and he's just been tinkered on by Mr. Sinister, made in slave pens. Okay, so here we go. This is America. Seems pretty simple, Russovich. Tell me what you know about a certain telepath, and I won't kill you. A country which was founded on the promise that all men were created equal. Today that promise is nothing but a lost dream, and reality is a madhouse ruled by apocalypse. Sorry guys, I got like hair on my mouth when I blew my nose, I think. For this mission, he has sent his most dangerous assassin. Her name is Domino. Things have a nasty habit of falling into place for her. Niet. Apocalypse has made a mistake and sent one lone hapless female on a fool's errand. The Russian is a mutant named Rossovich, whose ties with the black market and the mutant underground give him access to food, weapons, and the most precious commodity of all, information. Translated from Russia. This is Omega Red, guys. This is Omega Red in this world. My boss doesn't My boss doesn't make mistakes. And who said anything about being alone? Had your chance, Ruski. Now comes killing time. When this serial killer went on a rampage through the Rocky Mountains, nearly 100 men lost their lives bringing him in. In a sane world, he would have been put to death. Apocalypse, however, put him to work and gave him the name Grizzly. People tend to die horribly when he's around. In Russia, we eat bears like you for breakfast. Death to you all. A woman's work is never done. And how about the hapless female remark? I'm the best at what I do. Ever was, ever will be. Cal, you can come out of hiding now. I wasn't exactly hiding, merely holding myself back, waiting for the most opportune moment to strike. Someone with my talents shouldn't waste it, you know. Caliban, unmatched in both his mutant ability to hunt prey and his oversized ego. Caliban was a little crazy white guy running around with Logan in the Logan movies when he was living with him in the beginning that the Reavers killed. You'd make a good toothpick, Shorty. Don't test me, you loathsome oaf. Enough. We've been in the field for more than a week now looking for this unknown telepath. Apocalypse wants us to either hire him or fry him, but we can't do squat unless we find him. So let's get on the stick and finish this gig. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that, people, but all my congestion is suddenly breaking up. Okay. Come on, sucker. You think you can take me? You haven't got the stuff. Come on. His friends call him Nate. It's the only name he's ever known. When he broke out of Apocalypse's pen, there wasn't a whole lot he knew about himself. A side effect he supposes caused by being at the hands and mercy of Apocalypse's foul genetic manipulators. Scientists who took Apocalypse's edict that only the strong survive to the most heinous extreme. Of late, he is learning that his powers and abilities far exceed his fellow mutants. His friend, mentor Forge has said this power might rival Apocalypse himself. But in a world ruled by a megalomaniac, that's a very dangerous thing to be. Choosing sides. I'm reading the Jeff Loeb book. Eat this, Forge. We're not in a training session, we are not in a training session, and instead in an actual battle. Your cockiness would get you killed. Although he loves him like a father, Nate knows Forge to be a hard disciplinarian, perhaps too hard. Which is worse? Hold on one second over here, real quick. Cool, I think that was it. Which is worse, having to learn the lesson or having your best friends watch you being defeated? Brute, powerful yet small-minded. Smack. Mastermind, the evil silent illusionist. The ever silent illusionist. Extraordinary. Thunk. Teresa, whose newfound mutant power has earned her the name Sonique. Stop. That question of what's worse, getting beat up by your best friends, as somebody who trains and fights, you get beat up by your best friends in front of your best friends all the time. Back off, Forge! In a flash of telekinetic energy, Forge goes down, a living testament to the adage, he never knew what hit him. Was it worth it, Forge? I mean, what's the point? When I can just TK whack just about anybody. The point is to get you to realize you can't always rely on your powers. You can't be so overconfident. When you're dealing with Apocalypse, says you, Nate, wait up. Brute knows he's not smart like Forge, but maybe Forge is too hard on Nate. That's not what worries me, old friend. It's that without me meaning to, I'm pushing him away, and I know right where he's headed. Isn't it obvious why he doesn't trust me? I understand you deserve all the other guy. Isn't it obvious why he doesn't trust me? I understand your desire to use your powers more. Forge still sees you as a boy. Nate, when I joined your band of rebels, I knew I would have trouble being accepted. As a bioengineer, I worked for Apocalypse and the very people you rightfully oppose. But here, I've generously offered my services. And other than you and Teresa, the rest remain cool to me. You can't really blame Forge for being cautious. I know firsthand what Apocalypse would do if he found any of us. No, it's not right. I've scanned Essex, and I think he's telling the truth. If I trust him, the other guys should too. Essex here, this is Mr. Sinister, guys. Like, if you know that Mr. Sinister's real name is Nathaniel Essex, you saw the red diamond in the last issue, and there it still is. He went MIA, no one knows where he is. This is Sinister. It's so weird. Forge has been like a father to me, and yet in such short time, you get what I'm about, Essex. That's because Essex made him. Of course, curious that Forge never discusses your real father with you. Nate, I've been giving these powers of yours some thought, and if you really are that powerful a telekinetic, do you think you can fly? You mean instead of using my head to lift up outside objects, I turn it inward, and it can't hurt. My head bursting. Concentrate, Nate. Concentrate and make it so. Oh my. Hey, look at this. I'm doing it. I'm flying. Hey, didn't Forge say something about keeping a low profile? Forge suffers from myopia. How else could he not see the glory of Nate's powers? Yeah, right, sure. Incoming. Nate, let's not tell Forge about this right away. He doesn't want you training on your own, right? Okay, I guess. I've got a major headache. And I vote that we lie low for the time being. Isn't the sacrifice of my wing enough for you, Forge? I wish it were, Sauron, but I fear that each of us has even greater sacrifices yet to make. Now then, I've gotten word of a route the Infinite Patrol uses. Essex? This meeting has a point of order, sir, and Forge, as our leader, has the floor. Why settle for scratch when we could gut the beast in his lair? Oh, chill out, Toad. Essex has some info we ought to hear. Desperate times require desperate measures, and in turn create desperate men. Men like the irascible pterodactyl Sauron and the dashing scholarly Toad. Mutants who believe that Apocalypse's oppressive rule is neither fair nor just. Forge's band of resistance fighters may share the ignominy of having to attack and then retreat back to their cover as roving troubadours. But in their hearts, they know that when, not if, Apocalypse is overthrown, it will be no small part due to their aid in rebellion. I know of a place, a factory actually, where unspeakable horrors occur daily. Destroy that, and we would be hitting Apocalypse right where it hurts. How about it, Forge? Don't you think it's at least worth checking out? All right, Nate. But this is only to be a recon mission. We look and leave. Understood? Look and then we're out. Got it. Brute knows you from someplace, Essex. Can't remember where, but Brute will remember. To call this place an abomination does not do justice to the word. Nate's sense is real at merely having close contact. Even though he tries to down the telepathic doors he has worked so hard to opening, the aura of death rages through his mind. And yet, as painful as the experience is, he finds it all too familiar. Nate, are you all right? Let's just do this, okay? Yes, let's. Move quickly and keep a watchful eye out for the infinites. Essex, what is this place? What's going on here? More importantly, how is it you're so intimate with these surroundings? Patience, lad, and all will be revealed. No. In a course of whisper, Essex tells them about a doctor mutant named Henry McCoy, chief scientist for Apocalypse. This McCoy had a theory using the bone marrow of other discarded human corpses. It might be possible to extract enough DNA to provide a worthwhile supplement for the Alpha class mutant. Fortunately, McCoy's theory had a ratio of nearly 100 humans to a gram of extract, making the feasibility of the project less than attractive. The matter was dropped, the project was scrapped, or so the world was led to believe in light of the Kelly Pact. Madre, this I did not expect. They must be on hand to cleave this facility in the name of Apocalypse. Given their presence here, I suggest we abort. They are far more dangerous than any infinite patrol you have encountered. Oddly enough, I find myself agreeing with you, Essex. You guys are kidding, right? You can see what's happening here. You know how wrong this is. We stay and level the joint, not worry about a bunch of 2-bit priests who... Halt! You are in restricted area. Surrender now or... No way, Buckethead. Infinites. Everybody's holding their own. Time to do some real damage. Nate, no! Blasphemer, you shall die. Oh, Essex, this is on your head. And then, yeah. Even though his head feels like it could explode any second, punishing himself by using his telekinetic powers to their extreme, Nate's only thought is never again. Never again will he sit by when this sort of desecration of human life can be stopped. Never again will he be able to hold himself back knowing the scope of Apocalypse's evil. No trust what's good on you, Liv. Never again. Indam ecludium. Let all know who revile his sacred ground. They shall be punished. Essex, Brute, we've got to get Nate out of here. This could kill him. Let's go now, Essex. No. He was defeated so easily. When this is over, Essex, you'll have much to answer for. This blasphemer still lives. Not for long. Lights out, chumps. With a blink of unexpected power, Nate reaches in their minds and literally shuts them off. A telepath and one of extraordinary power. Our Lord Apocalypse must be told of this at once. Hi guys. Carry him, Brute, and let's leave this hell quickly. I don't feel so good. Is this what you wanted, Essex? The boy pushed himself too far. Me? What could I have possibly gained at having Nate pushed too far? Dawn, weary from their ordeal, the troop hides out in an abandoned farmhouse. Here they are supposed to catch up some much-needed rest. Nate, I hate skipping out on them like this, but where the heck are you going? I want to know what's up. Something's changed in you. I saw terrible things, Teresa, more horrible than you can imagine. Need some answers, and if Forge and Essex are only willing to spoon feed me like I was some kind of baby, then I'm gonna have to find out myself. Will it be dangerous? Probably. Good. Then take me with you. Anything's better than listening to Sauron squawk all night. Let's do it then. The Nate, cool, huh? Like they're astral projecting people. That's what we're seeing here. Again, remember, Nate Gray, like I've mentioned before, this is Cable without the techno-organic virus. He is far more like his mother, but he's more powerful in some different directions. And this Nate from Age of Apocalypse, this Cable without the organic virus, was engineered to be a weapon. So he does some gnarly things. His body is ultimately supposed to burn out, too. Cool, huh? They mentioned that in earlier issues we read. I don't really get how I do it, but Forge calls it a Psylink, the dead zone, specifically an area once known as Westchester, New York. No one lives here. No one will want to. If I try hard enough, I think I can take us anywhere. What is this place? And that's just what the astonishing X-Men want you to think. I came here once before. Forge made me promise I wouldn't come back. I gotta find out why. Charles, my son, there is so much about this life that I want to show you. There's fucking Eric when he's seen them earlier. They can't see or hear us. Nate, I've got a bad feeling about this. Relax, will you? I can touch him and he won't. Daddy, look. I see no one there, and yet, the mutant kid sees this. Oh, it's cute. No one, no one knows that appearances can be deceiving better than I. Who dares? See, like Magneto just straight up, guys. He believes his son. Magneto's that type of man. He's like, I don't see no one, but my kid's pointing, saying he's there. Who dares? Who dares invade my home, where my wife sleeps, where my child comes to play? Come out from the shadows now. Sir, I can explain how. Teresa, you broke the Psylink. Got that right. You have any idea who that was? I do now. That was Magneto. My guess is that there isn't a bigger gun in the Resistance. What I don't know is, why would Forge keep me away from him? He keeps saying I'm destined for greater things. I want to know when. Hey, Brute, my charming companion. How can I be of service to you? For those of you who know the main 616 universe, Brute is a Morlock. And Sinister has terrible history with the Morlocks and genociding them, experimenting with them for various reasons I don't want to get into. But that's why it's fitting that Brute goes, Brute wasn't always dumb. Brute was kept in Apocalypse's pens. Somebody experimented on him. Brute remembers now. Maybe you don't look like you did, but Brute remembers who you are. How unfortunate. It appears shapeshifting isn't always infallible. Somehow, in that dim-witted little brain, you've managed to figure it out. Only I'm not ready to tell the others yet. No! Essex, I've discussed it with the others, and we feel it's best if we part ways. If that last mission was any indication of what you have to offer, how does Nate feel about that? We're leaving Nate out of this equation. He's young and not always aware of the bigger picture. Really? Forge, how can you be content with a single lump of coal when I can show you the diamond we have at hand? We have nothing, Essex, or whoever it is you claim to be. Boys, what you gonna do when the law comes for you? And there's my girl Domino. She's been hunting them all we've seen. This is America, home of the brave. Let the freedom ring. Have a nice day. Essex revealed in the death of a friend. Join us next month for Turning Point. Thank you all for letting me read. Like I said, I don't know if I will be reading at all the rest of this week because my baby will be here. If I can get a chance to sneak it in, if I'm home Thursday night, I will jump on probably at a weird odd hour. And maybe Friday I'll make up and do that. But because I enjoy reading this. And we're so close to the end, guys. We just read book 27. So we're a little over halfway done. The jump off point's coming. Everybody's going to start fucking taking each other out. We've all seen it set up like Game of Thrones. Wolverine and Jean have gone separate ways. And it's implied that Jean is running back to Cyclops in the pens where it started. Wolverine's going on a mission after her, which seems to be what she wants because he's wrecking everything in fucking sight that needs to be. Gambit and his externals are up there with the Shi'ar, and they are trying to steal the Crown crystal, and they just had a run-in with the Imperial Guard. Colossus and Kitty's story. We haven't seen them come back yet, but when we jump to Generation Next, we've seen that we did come back to them. They're all in the slave pens, and that they are looking for Ileana Rasputin, and they have to encounter Sugar Man, and that was all creepy. And the main X-Men try to liberate a choline. They try to stop a choline from happening, and that was kind of a shit show with Sabretooth going against Holocaust and having some real cool scenes, some of my favorite shit. I love you guys all. I hopefully will try to get some stuff in, but I'm definitely not done with this arc. I just might be done this week, but I hope not. I'm going to try sneaking in. I love you guys all. Take care, and thank you for listening to me and let me read X-Men to you. Peace.